Juli, Evil Genius's CS2 debut was last week. What did you make of it?
It is what it is. Like we lost the game, you know. It was our first match in CS2. We did the best that we could. There's obviously a lot of changes that we needed to get used to. And I still think that the game is like, it's in a lot of, you know, it's in a progressive state right now. It's definitely not ready for competitive in my opinion, but we just did the best that we could, and unfortunately we like lost the map, so.
Even though it's in a progressive state, are you enjoying CS2 at the moment? What are your thoughts on it?
I do enjoy it actually. I think it's really nice and refreshing to have a completely new game to grind. But I do think there's a lot that needs to be done before it becomes what it was, like what CS:GO was. That's pretty much my thoughts on that.
How are practices going with the team, and how much have you practiced?
Our practice schedule remains the same. Mostly though, like the things that we're kind of getting used to right now include like the new smokes and new movement. Like all the fundamentals stay the same, obviously, in CS2. Like it's the same game fundamentally, but there's just like little things that we're getting used to.
With the new MR12 format in scrims, obviously you're not playing the full 30 now. You're playing the full 24. Do
Yeah.
you do you prefer this because you might be able to? I don't know how it works in your practice sessions, but
Mm.
thinking about it just hypothetically for me, maybe that gives you a little bit more time in between the different scrims to give you some time to reflect on what's just happened.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we play out on all of our scrims, like most teams, but it's a lot shorter, and I actually do prefer it because the game stays the same for sure. Like the economy stays the same. It's basically the same game, it's just shorter. So after our scrims, like we usually have like 10, 15 minutes between each block of scrim that we get to kind of reset and talk about like things that may have gone wrong or just get ready for the next scrim, which I like.
You touched on some things that have been a learning curve. What has been the hardest thing, in your opinion, to adjust to with CS2?
Right now I think it's the sound and the movement. The movement's like a little wacky still, obviously, but the sound is a big difference in this game, mostly because you can't really hear people running at you anymore, and I think that needs to be fixed because a lot of the sound is is really buggy.
My last question for you is the next match of your ESL Impact Season 4 season is against FlyQuest Red. And
Yeah.
that's going to be a game that will probably define the North America group. No pressure. Are
Mm.
you
Oh,
ready?
okay. Yeah, I would like to have more time with the team. I honestly think our team is still new and getting used to the new game, and I think we do need to work on like a lot of things. We've been working a lot on like fundamentals and getting our fundamentals like down. But I think it's gonna be a good match. I'm excited to play against Bibi. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be fun to play against them. I'll be trolling them in the game. I'll be shit talking, all in good fun though.